Alrighty. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello and welcome back. Happy New Year, everyone. We made it. We made it into 2026. So we are blessed and grateful to be here, to have another chance to do it all over again and make things better, make our lives better, make our families better, make the world better. So join on in. Let us know where you're going to be tuning in from. Um, and how. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what brought you here. Okay. So, and feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Share it with someone that you care about um, and someone that you want to see do better um, for 2026. We are here now. I'm not sure why it's not recording, but I'm hoping everything kind of goes together. So, as we're doing all this, I hope everything goes through well because I see myself, I'm just frozen here. Okay, so opening the YouTube. Okay, so I'm open. Is it open there? Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, good. I'm learning all this stuff. Welcome. Happy New Year. I was watching myself frozen for a moment there. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm Tia Rogers. Come on in. This morning we're going to be discussing understanding your financial starting point without judgment. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of time to reach out to your friends, family that may want to join in and join this conversation. Mhm. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your New Year's? What did you do? Did you spend it with family, loved ones? Was you out partying? Was it just quiet and peaceful, you and God? Were you working, making that double time for the new year? What a way to bring in the new year. Um, as we're waiting, it's like 9:42. We want to start at 10, but we log in early so that we can kind of get everybody that wants to participate so that they can participate. Welcome back. And it's such an honor to come before you again in 2026 as we're still doing this all over again. Each year, we set goals for ourselves. New Year's resolutions, whatever it is that we do. I just call it, we're continuing on because the goal has not changed. We're just taking the steps to get to our goal, whether you have achieved them and set a new goal, or maybe you're in the process of taking the steps that you need to take to get towards your goals. Sometimes it's a process, and we have to trust our process um, of growth, healing, and becoming better. Uh, so, in our last conversation, we talked about why financial awareness comes before financial change. And today, we're going to build on that by discussing how to understand your financial starting point. And we want you to do this without judgment, no shame, or any pressure. The thing is, awareness is the key. Once you are aware of where you are um, and what steps you need to take, then you can begin to start mapping out a plan. And it's January, so we're starting out our plan, which we do every 365 days. So today is the fifth day. So um, we're chunking down those 365, right? So we're getting down there. So we have approximately 360 days to get started moving towards our goals, our plans, gathering what we need, whether it's resources, education. Um, what steps do we need to do? What is the best avenue for you and your family to become better? So, as we are beginning our journey, I want to let you know that this content is for educational and information purposes only and is not intended as financial, legal, or professional advice. So, for many people, the hardest part of finances isn't the numbers, it's the emotional attachment to them. Understanding your starting point isn't about labeling yourself as good or bad with money. It's simply about gathering information so you can make informed choices. So, some of the core things that we want you to walk away with today when it comes to your finances is we want you to be able to separate the facts from your feelings. Okay. We want you to be able to identify patterns. And I want you to know that these patterns aren't mistakes. I just want you to be more aware of what patterns that you have when it comes to your finances. Is it helping you or is it hurting you? And if it's hurting you, then maybe you want to kind of switch those patterns. So let's look at separating facts from feelings. Facts are what the numbers show, and the feeling are the stories we attach to them. We want you to know that growth happens when we learn to look at facts without self criticism. When we're identifying patterns, patterns tell us how many flows, how patterns tell us how money flows over time. They help us understand habits, responsibilities, and priorities, not failures. All right, as we are separating facts from feelings and identifying different patterns within our finances and how our numbers flow, how our cash flows over time, um, I want you to ask yourself just some neutral questions, questions that I often ask myself consistently, uh, as I am becoming better too. So I welcome you on a journey because we can do this thing. We can walk it out together. So, what comes in consistently? Just as we're looking at everything, what comes in consistently? Do you have consistent income or income streams? Is there a cash flow system for your financial life? You want to look at what goes out regularly. We know that we have monthly recurring bills that come out regularly. So is what's coming in enough to cover what's going out regularly? And where does uncertainty show up? Anyone, if you're a parent, there's plenty of uncertainty. There's always some type of event if you're a soccer mom, football mom, uh, what is it, soccer. There's so many different activities for the children to participate in, depending upon your location and area where you are, what is actually involved in your community. If they have events and things for your children, um, these can be uncertain. These can be areas where uncertainty shows up because you're paying for the membership for the child to be there. There's uniform fees, there's event fees that may not necessarily be within your monthly consistently as far as what's coming in and what's going out. Okay. So these are things that you may have to add on additional. And what currently feels stable to you? You know, where's your good spot, your comfortable spot? What currently feels stable? These questions create awareness without pressure. Many families are managing far more than they give themselves credit for. When we approach finances calmly, our environment supports us. Having having moments of stillness, whether it's sitting with a warm drink or creating a quiet space, helps us reflect without stress. Mm. We're not stressing this year, guys. We're going to take the time to become aware of where we are, see where it is that we want to go, and identify what tools we need to start putting in place and working and applying in our lives to get this thing on track, right? Mm. Warm green tea feels so good. If you'd like to continue learning through education and protection focused resources, you're welcome to come with us. The goal is clarity and understanding, not urgency. Your starting point does not define your future, it informs it. Awareness gives you the power to move forward intentionally. Have a wonderful, blessed, amazing week. I hope that you take something away with this today and that you begin to start asking yourself the questions and start writing them down and start examining them, start answering them for yourself. This is going to help us move as we continue on into 2026. We started last week with awareness, and we talked about how awareness. Give me one moment. How awareness creates clarity, prevents emotional decisions, and reveals gaps in strengths. So, as we're going through this process within the first 30 days of January, um, this is going to give you your roadmap of where you need to be going for 2026 when it comes to understanding your financial starting point. And we don't want you to judge yourself. Guess what? Even a mistake can be made corrected. Um, Making mistakes, we're going to make them. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn, by applying and doing. So, with that being said, look, we're done before 10 o'clock. So I'm going to try to get better at doing this. But like I said, if this is for, say, this is for those that are really ready. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. If you wish to continue learning through education and protection focused resources, you're welcome to connect with us as the goal is clarity and understanding and not urgency. And just remember, your starting point does not define your future. it's only going to inform it of where you are and where it is that you want to go. Awareness gives you the power to move forward intentionally. So, as many people are probably saying for the new year, is allow me to introduce myself, to reintroduce myself, right? So, this is what we're doing, reintroducing ourselves to our financial health and well-being, which is also attached to our physical health and well-being, what we think about money, what are some of the messages we brought along the way. And for some of you young people, that if you're like just starting out in your early 20s, 30s, this is the time where you want to start building your roadmap towards how you want your life to be. And imagine the life that you want. Looking at what is it going to take to live the life that you want and lifestyle. Uh, and are you practicing good, healthy financial steps and patterns? Do you have them that is going to help you for the long term, right? Because by the time you turn to your 50s or 60s, getting towards retirement, will you be able to retire? Um, these are things that we want to think about. How early do you want to retire? And what does it look like for you? These are some questions that sometimes at 20 you don't really think about. You're so busy grinding and doing what you need to do, and just moving and shaking, that you don't really necessarily stop to pause and think about your future. So that's why we're taking this time with you each week to give you a pause moment, ask you a few questions, give you some information to start thinking about how you are building your life and lifestyle towards your future. So, with that being said, I want to thank you for taking the time to join me this morning. I know we kind of got a little off sidetrack, and as I get better at with the timing and bringing this information to you, you can join us here on our YouTube channel. Feel free to comment. Let us know. Is this helpful? Reach out to us. And if you want to join us live, you can do that too. So let's have a conversation, open dialogue. But I want you to walk away with these wonderful tips that we have for our second week of the new year as we're progressing forward. If they say it takes about 28 days to create a new, 21 to 28 days to create a new habit. So we're already 2 weeks in to January, where we're starting these, at least starting getting our mindset together as far as what we're thinking about as we're moving forward. These 30 days are going to go fast, guys. So stay tuned, stay with us. And for those that want to join us live, reach out to us and we will find ways for you to join us live. With that being said, have a wonderful, blessed, amazing year. It's such an honor and a pleasure. And we're so blessed to be in that number. We're here. God woke us up this morning, and we got another day, another 24 hours to work, to build, to develop a greater understanding of who we are, what it is that we want out of life, and where it is that we're planning to go with it. Join us on the journey. Remember to trust the process. All right? Have a wonderful, blessed, amazing week, and I'll see you guys next Monday, 10 o'clock. See you there. Well, maybe a little bit earlier than 10 since I'm trying to figure this thing out here, but I'm getting there. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency and showing up for yourself. So will you show up for you? Will you be consistent in the steps that you're going to be taking to make your life better for 2026? You're welcome to join us. Together, we can make it, right? So let's come together with where we are and identify what are our goals moving forward in the future. All right? Have a wonderful, blessed, amazing new year. Again, it's an honor to come before you, and thank you for joining me. And I am Tia Rogers. Looking forward to see you next week. Have a blessed an amazing week ahead. Accomplish your goals, guys. All right. So I think we're done here. All right. Thank you and have a wonderful, blessed, amazing 2026. Such an honor to come and walk with you throughout this journey of becoming better. Um, but no matter where you're trying to become better, whether it's in your finances, your health, your attitude, your mindset, there's so many different pieces. This is as as a holistic view of your life. Don't just take the one piece. We're focusing on the finances because finances plays a big role in what it is that you're going to be able to do and what you're not going to be able to do. And we want you to be able to do all the things that you want to do for your family, for your individual life, whether it's going back to school, whether it's starting a new job, starting a new business. The one thing for sure, the only thing that will stop you is you. But the only thing to find out if you can do it is to start. So start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. Start walking in your journey. Start walking in your truth. Identify where your strengths and weaknesses are, and let's start working on them together. Have a blessed day, everybody. Take care. Happy New Year.